Hey, what's up? I'm Jenny March, and I'm hanging out with Rob on Front Row Live.
I'm so glad we made this happen. We couldn't make it happen earlier.
I know.
Actually, towards the end of last year.
Yes.
So I'm glad this finally happened. But there's a new single out.
Yeah.
Normal in Love. Congratulations with this.
Thank you so much.
Tell me about the creative process behind this. You like to get personal in your stuff.
I do, yeah. I think part of that makes a good artist, is if you can be as vulnerable as possible. So that's what I try to do in my writing, is just kind of say all my feelings pretty much.
Now, when you actually kind of start creating your tracks, do you think about okay, I'm going to talk about this story, or do you just let, whatever lyrics flow and then work from that?
Yeah, it kind of depends on just what I'm doing, or if I'm going in with producers and they have a track for me, or if I just come up with it on my own. Sometimes I'm just in the car and I just voice memo a melody, listening to another song. I have some melody come in my head.
Right.
Or this song in particular, I was just about to go to sleep, and it was about a ex-boyfriend that I was dating, and it just kind of all came out at once, super easily. I didn't have a piano or anything. The melodies just came out, and I just wrote most of it right there.
Wow.
And then I took it to piano and then made some chords, and I had someone produce it. So
Right.
Yeah.
Now, before you got here, we were talking about how I kind of like the fact that there's a slight reggaeton undertone in this track.
I love just the dance feel to it, because I grew up dancing, so.
Okay.
I was and with the whole reggaeton that's going around, I was this is cool. It's dope. I liked it a lot.
Now I feel like we're on the same page on this, because I feel 2019 is the year that reggaeton is going to be the music of the year.
Oh yeah, I mean it's very popular right now.
Yeah.
Number one listened to music around
crazy.
the world. Yeah.
It's crazy.
I love it though. I love dancing music, so I vibe with it.
So you grew up dancing. That's what you said earlier. So do you think about dancing when you're creating music? Is that something aside from this song? Is that something that comes to mind?
It's definitely something I want to do. Maybe it depends on the song, pretty much, but I eventually want to tour and dance,
Right.
for sure.
So tell me about the producers that you work with, especially for this track.
This track I worked with Sean Bowe. He's an amazing producer. Also Knox, aka Alex Harris. Call him Knox. But they're super awesome, and they're on the come up, they're signed, and they're really great producers, and we just vibe really well. Knox and I write a lot also on the side, so.
So when you guys got together to write for the first time, you and Knox, how was that collaboration like?
Well, I started writing it myself, and then I went to them, and we added Sean to the mix, because me and Knox first started it, and then basically Sean had this super cool, the melody you hear in the drop, that was Sean, and then they kind of both played off of each other, and it went really well. It was fun.
And as you're creating more music today, how do you feel you're kind of evolving with your writing process?
I think I'm getting a lot more comfortable with just doing my own writing first and then taking it to people, you know what I mean? Just because it feels more me and the words are totally me, but I'm always open to working with other writers, because I think you learn from everybody else in the room, you know what I mean? So I'm just excited. All the new music that I'm working on right now is going really well, and I'm really excited just how it's kind of more urban pop a little bit, but yeah, I kind of love everything, so it kind of blends into one.
Are you still kind of trying to discover your sound, or do you feel like your sound is going to be very very open?
It's going to be, I think my sound is pretty open, but I think it's still very poppy and really fun and just real. So, especially with the lyrics.
As you mentioned, there's new music that you've been working on.
Yeah.
Where does this music fall? Is there going to be an EP, an album? Are you still going to be releasing singles?
I think I'm going to be releasing singles for a little bit, and then I'm going to do a project eventually. So I just want to get out new music as much as possible, really consistently.
Now, one thing I like about Normal in Love is also the fact that I can actually hear a collaboration with an EDM artist.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like that would be. I know you had in the past, but even with this track, I feel like you can still somewhat pull out some remixes with it. If that is a possibility, who would you like to kind of collaborate with? Kind of artists?
Oh my gosh. My good homies, Cheat Codes, they're amazing.
Nice.
Martin Garrix obviously is crazy, talented. Marshmello. I mean, those are all huge people. But yeah, I've worked with 2 DJs. I've had CMCS and I've had KXA. So I'd love the EDM world. You know what I mean? It's also very dancey.
That is very true.
Yeah.
Now, when you collaborated with those EDM artists, how different was that creative process?
The first one was really different. Love Parade by CMCS. I the producer that I was working off on my other 2 singles had this song come up, and he was like, hey, you want to write for this song for this DJ? I wasn't expecting to be the artist singing on it. I just was expecting to like to write for it. So that was my first time writing for somebody else, technically somebody else. And then he was like, oh, I want you to stay on the track. And I was like, are you serious? Like, this is dope. So I got to stay on the track, and so my name was with him, CMCS, featuring Jenny March. And then the second one, he just reached out to me at KXA, and he was like, I really like your voice, and I love your songs. Like, would you want to write and work on a track of mine? And I was like, yeah. So I did that again, and yeah, they're both awesome. Love them.
That's awesome. Well, congratulations with what you have so far. I can't wait for more music. Now, for those that are not familiar with you, why did you start creating music? Why is music so important to you?
I mean, music has been really important to me since I was a little kid. Also dancing and acting, just everything in entertainment pretty much. But I just really love how, well, through music for me, it's kind of my emotional outlet. Everybody has their own kind of outlet that you need to get stuff off your chest. And music is mine, and I think it's just a strong part where you can, I don't know, just be an influence to different people and just have a big, I don't know what's the word. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh, I don't know what the word is called. Where you're just platform, yeah, where you can just show people, I don't know, and just be inspiring to other people. So, yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks for hanging out with me. Now I'll let you go hang out with Jordan. You guys can go hit the gym. You guys be sure to check out Jenny March. New single, Normal and Love, is out now. Thanks for watching on Front Row Live.
Thank you.